Welcome to our humble abode in Tampa. You've not seen this yet, have they? Oh, we really like it here. We moved to one Airbnb and then we spent one night there and there's some loud generator in the roof and I was like, nah. So they refunded us and we're here at this nice little bungalow, we'll call it, won't we? A little bungalow, it's cute, we love it. But that's not the topic of the vlog. This is not a house tour. This is peak week, daily vlog, number 1. It may come as a surprise depending on when this video comes out, but I'm actually jumping into Tampa Pro. It may not come as a surprise given that we're in Tampa, but I'm jumping in Tampa Pro this weekend. So on Friday at I think 11 AM I'm finna be back on stage in the classic physique division, and we thought we would run up some little daily peak week vlogs to show you everything that's going on this week, how we're looking, how training changes, the drug changes, the food changes, etc, etc. As of this morning, I woke up on the cap 109.8, as long as I've got my height right this time, which I will double check this week because otherwise I'm going to be in for a bumpy ride. So we're at the cap, and now the goal over the next few days is to drop as much fatigue as possible whilst staying around that cap. So a drop in expenditure and increase in dietary fats for a bit of intramuscular triglyceride loading. And then we will try and get some carb loading done prior to check-in if we can, and if we can't, obviously then I'll just be cramming it in post check-ins, which is on Thursday at 2:30 PM. So come along for the ride. I'll talk you through all the changes going on today, and all the changes that we had yesterday, because that was technically day 1. And man, let's run it up. Peak week is back. Okay, so the first change was yesterday, so Sunday. And in the lead up to yesterday, my calories have been 1,855, 240 protein, 35 fat, 145 carb. And the first thing that we did was basically, the calories have largely stayed the same, but fats have come up and carbs have come right down. They went down to 50 grams yesterday, which is it's a struggle, to be honest. When you're eating vegetables, it's like, okay, that's all my carbs. So I had no direct carbs yesterday, really. It was all trace or fibrous. But fats were up to 80, which was beautiful. So we had some salmon last night, which was nice. I haven't tasted salmon for a long damn time. And I had some whole eggs in the morning. We had some nut butter, had some pumpkin seeds. So all just really nice. PUFA and MUFA unsaturated fats, or PUFA and MUFA. That's it. PUFA and MUFA. Polyunsaturated, monounsaturated fats. A little bit of dark chocolate in there. And then today, the fats have been crept up again after the slight weight drop. So I was 110.1 yesterday, 109.8 today. And that was a reduction in steps, down to 8K yesterday. And then today, steps coming down to 6K. So a couple changes to go through. And then today's food, carbs have been crept up slightly, just by 10 grams to 60 grams. And fats are up to 95 now. So I've just been sort of working out what I can eat to fit that in. But yeah, all is good, man. It's nice to taste some different foods. My diet's been, other than moving around, it's been largely the same for a long time. So it's nice to taste some oil in my mouth. Oh, I had some pesto as well. That's beautiful, which I'll have again today. The muscle's not pushing against the skin, but there's not much, there's not a lot between the muscle and the skin, so it's still showing. But man, I'm really happy. And like my posing, I'm able to do 3 back-to-back rounds of quarter turns with no sweating, no breaking down, which is good. I would expect more than enough before I need a break. Yeah. And that's obviously flat, glycogen depleted, not a lot of energy. And then of course the mandatories, I'm really happy with my free posing. My routine's nice, so I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, perfect, man. You look precisely the way that I would hope that you would look at this stage, and with every day now, especially with the backload, it's essentially the shrink wrapping from here, Yeah,
this is exciting.
We may have more fluid present when we want you to load, where we would want a higher influx of fluid, but that would typically be accompanied by a restriction in fluid earlier in the day so that you don't shift your fluid dynamics too much over a 24-hour period. Right. Similar with sodium. I may load a bulk of sodium in that loading window and restrict it earlier in the day.
What do we have here?
I'm trying to copy what you made yesterday. Let me turn it off. Let me turn it off so you can hear the words I'm speaking. I'm trying to make what you made yesterday, which I believe is like fluffy eggs. And this is going to be banging because what I'm going to do with my sexy new fat around, put some pesto in there.
Wow.
I'm going to have pesto eggs, which is going to be pretty sensational, I think, if you ask me. And we've got 3 whole eggs, 100 grams of egg whites in there. I'll have some pesto, I'll have some, America does these incredible stuff, man, this fat-free cheese, fat-free mozzarella. So I'm going to go pesto, parmesan, mozzarella. It's literally just protein in that cheese, which is crazy. And then I'll have a little salad on the side with some kimchi. And let me just talk to you a little bit about something that really grinds my gears. I feel like there's this stupid perception in bodybuilding that like it has to be hard and you have to eat this. And I did a post the other day on my story about, because I've been making these fluffy pancakes, which you might have seen in the birthday vlog if you watched it. Those pancakes had the exact same ingredients as someone has cream of rice, yeah? But they'll look at a bowl of cream of rice and be like, yeah, bodybuilding. And then they'll look at my fluffy pancakes and be like, no, it's just food, man. You lot just need to learn how to cook. Stop projecting on people. I'm projecting now because I think everyone should live a fun life and food is a big part of my life. Bodybuilding's hard enough as it is, right? Don't make it any harder for yourself by, unless you enjoy this, in which case, you know, do it, but don't tell everyone else then to do it. Just eat what you want. Like, be creative, make nice recipes, have fun with it. Like, I think it's so important that we do that, because for me, life is all about variety and experiences and all that good shit. So don't feel like you need to eat chicken and rice every day. Don't feel like you need to eat cream of rice with whey paste on top. Make the sexy omelettes, make the pancakes, like make whatever you want, man, that makes you enjoy this process, because that to me is huge. And it's an interesting one for me because I thought I was actually, wow, it's only 8 grams, I'll get a bit more. I thought actually I was going to move away from that this year, but like it's just such a big part of like my enjoyment of this process that I'm not going to move away from it. And it doesn't make me any less of a bodybuilder, alright? It makes me a better bodybuilder, and that's all I'm here to do, is be a good fucking bodybuilder. So that's my rant for today. But in terms of what we've actually got going in this meal, bro, these scales working? Okay, well we're having 12 grams of pesto paste because that's enough. Yeah, we're having fluffy egg whites, well, fluffy eggs with some pesto, some mozzarella, some mushrooms, some onions, and when I've cooked this in a second, I think we're all out of spinach, aren't we? Is there any left?
No, I'm not sure.
I don't think there's any spinach left, so there'll be no spinach going in. Right, so 12, 24. By the way, shout out Parmesan. If you're not using Parmesan in your meals on a diet, or in any phase, but particularly on a diet, you're crazy. Watch this, yeah? Right, 0 grams. Let's see how much Parmesan I need to make this taste insane. Right, I've basically covered my whole omelette in Parmesan there. 4 grams. 4 grams. That's going to be 20 calories, and that will make that whole thing taste insane. So get Parmesan in your diet. We'll let that cook with the lid on. Correct? You put a little bit of pesto in yours, didn't you? Sorry, a little bit of salsa yesterday. I think I'll have my salsa on the side. The key to cooking perfect eggs, as I have told you recently if you've been listening, is to put a little lid on top. That lid is a bit little, but oh, look at that, perfect. And that will just nicely cook the bottom whilst also nicely cooking the top. And then when I sit down, I'll give you the numbers on that meal. And that is that. Only other thing to mention while we're here at the start of this food portion of this vlog, sodium potassium at the moment. So I've got 10 grams of pink salt going in, 6 grams of low salt going in, which is obviously higher in potassium, low in sodium. My totals at the moment are 12,000 milligrams of sodium and about 7,000 milligrams of potassium. that will stay constant this week, alongside around 6 to 7 litres of fluid. And you might have caught a little bit of the chat with Joe explaining some of that, but we'll talk about diuretics, diuresis, etc. at another point this week, because we want to keep these vlogs short and sharp and engaging and fun. We good? Alright, meal one. So butterhead leaf, gherkins and kimchi salad with 2 grams of parmesan, and topped with some of these little wonders. Pumpkin seeds, incredible source of dietary fat, and once again an absolute madness amount of flavour for barely any. So 5 grams on top of the salad for a bit of crunch. We'll go with a bit of honey mustard on there. These dressings have stayed constant all prep, like mustard, mayo and ketchup, so I haven't been tracking them. But obviously this week I need to be looking at the sodium amounts, so we will track them on this occasion. This is Miracle Whip, by the way, which it's incredible. That's all there is to say on them. So 10 grams of that, 12 grams of that, 10 grams of that. Don't actually need ketchup, which is cool. And then my egg, which looks absolutely sensational, if I do say myself.
It's like a pizza.
And of course, 1 tea for me and my bae. And tea's quite the effort here because they don't really drink it, so we have to boil it on the we boil it on the hob and then Pyrex dish it into the mugs. A little bit of oat milk. I won't count this because it's about 10 ml. Bloody lovely. How about that? Right. One thing I can always promise you is if you keep watching my videos, you're always going to get some very, very banging recipes, because I'm a menace to society in the kitchen. So let's give this salad a try first and foremost. Go away, man. Fries are my pet hate. We need to close that door ASAP, man. There's loads coming in here. Okay, so meal one, breakfast. 530 calories, 46 protein, 20 carb, 30 fat. So that's a third of my carbs for the day, which is all from vegetables or trace. So as I said, what we have here: 3 whole eggs, 100 egg whites, pesto, mushrooms, onions, 20 grams of olives on top, and fat-free mozzarella, and then salad, kimchi, gherkins, pumpkin seeds, and the sauce on top. Absolutely brilliant. This salad is glorious. Kimchi is wonderful. Great for your gut microbiome as well. Right, if anyone knows what's going on with this camera, I think it's working now. We've run into a problem today. We start recording and then the whole thing just freezes. You have to take the battery out to kickstart it again. Anyway, unfortunately, my beautiful wife is suffering from some pretty savage Mother Nature pains today. So I will continue this vlog on my ones, which is fine. She's taking a sleep currently. On the way back from the gym, we'll get her some painkillers and a hot water bottle. However, meal 2 is going in. I'm not going to turn this into a full day of eating, but meal 2 will be chicken, pesto, cheese, mushroom, courgette, kimchi salad, and then a couple of these egg white wraps which are found in this country, which are incredible, which I will show you, but probably another time, because I say it's not going to be a full day of eating. But yeah, America, Whole Foods have created these egg white wraps, which are 0 carb, just protein. Like, it's incredible. So I make little crepes with them, a little sweet treat with some whey, and then we'll go and train. And that is what I was going to talk about in this little segment. because Joe will be telling me what to train and how to train it each day as we go through this week. So today is going to be a very, very short session, so I'll be able to show you all of it. It's going to be 4 to 5 reps in reserve on all sets, 5 to 12 rep range, 1 set of incline machine press, 1 set of cable fly, 3 sets of triceps and 3 sets of cable lateral raise. So a grand total of 3, 6, 8, 9. Oh, that's 9 sets to be fair. That's okay. So 9 sets, which is all good. So pretty happy with that. And I've only got 6k steps to do today, so that won't take me long. I'm on 2.6 now. I'll probably do some at the gym, pre-workout, maybe walk for 10-15 minutes, help my food digest, sit my pre-workout, and then get into the session. And then we'll get home, and that really is the majority of what's going on today. The only other big change for today is aldactone has gone in. So aldactone is going in at 50 milligrams. Aldactone is effectively, let's call it a slowly accumulating diuretic, okay? And we spoke to Joe about that earlier, about the reasons why we use it. It's more predictable. The half-life is relatively short in terms of when it'll be out of your system after you cease use. So where we've got these like back-to-back peaks, it's relatively predictable and easy to use. So I'm excited to see the changes from that. He mentioned I won't see anything probably from it until tomorrow, but the physique is really changing daily now anyway, which is cool. So that is meal 2. When I prepped it, I will consume it, and then we'll get ourselves down to the gym. I'm not going to go MI40 today. I'm actually going to go to Optimum Gym, because they've got some lovely Nautilus kit which I want to get myself on. So we'll see you down there. Back here in the kitchen corner, as I said, I'm not turning this into a full day of eating, that's not my intentions here. But as you're here, I'm having salmon, prawns and veg for dinner, which will be lovely. Very excited. We had this last night and what did you say? It tasted like it's something you get at a restaurant, which is a fantastic compliment to my cooking. But the only thing I want to just round off with is just sort of beginning of peak week thoughts, and I'm starting to get a little bit nervous, to be honest. I'm not sure the reasons why. I've been going around in my head as to why I feel nervous, and I think the answer is just the pressure that I put on myself. This feels like a big one for me, this show, because like I feel like I'm there now. I'm going to be towards the top of the cap in terms of weight. My condition is going to be where I want it to be. So I feel excited. I feel like I could do well, but it's the hope that kills you. And I think for me, this show is all about enjoying it, gathering feedback, and hopefully posting a good result that begins to build my confidence again. I think I spoke about that in a previous, might have been an Instagram story, but we've spoken about it privately. Like, I just need to build my confidence again. Obviously, my first classic season was a bit of a bummer. Not what I set out to do. Top 10 at Tampa Pro was all good, but that feels pressure in itself, because I desperately want to improve a lot on that placing. So, I think I'm much better than the athlete that turned up at Tampa Pro last time. But having seen some of the athletes that are now announcing that they're doing the show, I am also going to be up against tougher, stiffer competition. So we'll see. But this week I will spend affirming, you know, trying to cultivate some self-belief, because it's so important at this stage. I don't feel stressed. I feel excited, and I think that's the main thing. But I do feel nervous for that moment when, you know, we've gone on, we've done our free posing, and we're waiting to hear our call out. So yeah, countdown's on. It's close now, so I think it's normal to feel this way a little bit when it means something to you, when it means so much to you, and you've put a lot into it. But we'll wrap this one up. That is day 0 and day 1 of peak week. Tomorrow is Tuesday. That is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 4 days out. Crazy, man. Like, comment, subscribe. I hope you've enjoyed this, and we will see you tomorrow for peak week 2. Peak week day 2. Peace.